Aloha, I'm Chris Berman, and coming up on ESPN, we'll see Brian Westbrook from Villanova. 11 touchdowns last year in split duty. Then he got hurt. He started to wonder what kind of numbers he'd put up if the job was his alone. We'll see what he can do here. Philadelphia, Chicago, it's go time.
McNabb zips it to the left sideline, and the reception is made. Westbrook gets the handoff, and the ball's loose. The Bears have it. Touchdown at the 41. Grossman zings it to the right side, and the Johnson goes in motion. Jones will get the carry on first down and gets the first and more eventually. Grossman throws a bullet to the flat, and it's caught for a touchdown.
Desmond Clark is all by himself, and he'll take advantage of it. Easy catch.
Great effort to get him into the... McNabb puts his arm into this one, and it will be a first down. Westbrook takes this one way out left and gets the first and more. Finally, Lewis grabs the fastball over the middle. Westbrook picks up 6 on the play, and that brings up second down.
Power on the field.
Westbrook carries it for the 6th time and gets in for the score.
This is a nice run here, and when you watch the replay, Dan, check out his field vision. Great job of finding space.
That's the 21-yard line. Jones gets the call on first down and heads wide right, and that'll do it for quarter number 1, and we're all tied. Jones catches it in the flat and is at the 30. Jones catches it over the middle. Jones is at the 25. Hurst sacks him. Rips him down in the back. Booker makes the catch. Edinger with a 25-yarder, and they take the lead.
Blue 19.
McNabb fires this one. Gets the sack, and Gage makes the nice catch and tries to get free. 25, finally dropped at the 15. That'll do it for the first half of this one. The Bears with a small lead, 10-7. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer, here, they'll start at their 42-yard line. Tillman tips it away on the coverage, incomplete. Westbrook takes it off the toss and gets past the line.
41.
Westbrook catches it in the flat, and they convert on third down.
Better focus that time around.
First down, 10 yards to go. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Well, there's the drive results, and the thing I want to talk about is how close this game is. When the score is like it is, one single mistake can change the whole game. They need to be careful here.
Grossman unloads this one to the left, and they get down 2 tight ends in the game. Booker catches the heat, and that'll do it for the third quarter. The Bears with a small lead, 10-7. Number 81 makes makes a tough catch and gets past the markers for a first down. Hurst gets the sack way back at the... Kingston calls it in right side. McNabb uncorks this to the left sideline, and it's tipped. Incomplete. Kingston snagged. Owens grabs the fastball.
Great call by the offensive coordinator.
And it will be a first down. McNabb passes a high, long one, and the ball's loose.
Whether the player had possession prior to the fumble.
And we've got to see if the receiver established possession before he lost the ball. Remember, he has to have full control of it. Well, it doesn't look like he had possession, Dan. I'd call it an incompletion and overturn it.
After review, the play has been ruled an incomplete pass. The receiver did not have possession of the ball prior to the fumble. Second down.
McNabb fires this one over the middle and the catch. McNabb ropes this one to the end zone and it's tipped. Incomplete. Third down. The clock is stopped at 1:11. Green. Akers from 28 yards out, and it's good. Rips him down. Grossman throws it to the left sideline, and the ball's loose. The Eagles have it. And he's stopped right there.
Whether the player had possession prior to the fumble.
Well, Dan, we've got to see if the receiver established possession before he lost the ball. Remember, he has to have full control of it. Well, it doesn't look like he had possession, Dan. I'd call it an incompletion and overturn it.
After review, the play has been ruled an incomplete pass. The receiver did not have possession of the ball prior to the fumble. Fourth down.
This will fly out of bounds at the 41. Lewis. McNabb throws a heater right sideline and
The pass.
second down, tight end to the left. Owens. The Eagles will take a timeout. Akers from 28 yards out, and they take the lead.
Number 9 handles this high snap perfectly. Sets up the ball. There's the kick, and it's good. 3 points.
What a way to end the game, and what a way to be a hero, Peter. Fantastic game.
It's good to be a kicker in these situations.
And that is going to do it for this one. The Eagles come out on top 13-10. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
All right, gang, great work as always. And with that, we welcome everybody back to the ESPN studios for our ESPN Video Games post-game show. I'm Chris Berman. The Eagles stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Now let's talk to a player who was instrumental in their dominant running game and is our player of the game. Brian Westbrook was kind enough to give us a moment of his time, and he's on the field with Susie Colbert. Susie?
Thanks, Chris. You gave an outstanding effort. You may have the ingredient your team needed to pull out a win here. What made the difference for you guys to come out triumphant today?
Well, man, you got to give the other team some credit. They really came out and played hard today. They made us really work for this win. Let the chips fall where they may. Luckily, we came out with the W.
Back to you, Chris.
Well,
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Chris Berman. Let's get straight to the action. In our first game this week, we had the Steelers decisively win by 17 points. Quentin Jammer had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. Andre Johnson pulled down 100-plus receiving yards and helped his Texans beat the Raiders. Down in the sunny skies of Arizona, we had the Cardinals ending up on the wrong end of an 8-point game. Eagles, Bears. Justin Gage was definitely a key as he was able to work his way open for a big one here. The Eagles win this one by the final score of 13-10. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Panthers pick up win number 2. Over at 3Com Park, we had the 49ers get nipped by 3 points. The Patriots defense held their opponents to under 100 rushing yards in their win at Ralph Wilson Stadium. Redskins, Browns. Clinton Portis is taking a look at the defense behind the quarterback at his own 14-yard line. Whoop! There he goes with a beautiful spin. Celebrate a touchdown. The Redskins go on to win this by the final score of 24-23. The Packers won at home and will stay home for next week's game when they meet the Titans. Wayne Raspberry Cribet stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Jake the Snake Plumber threw for 250-plus yards and helped his Broncos beat the Buccaneers. Down in the fun and sun of Jacksonville, we had the Jaguars walk away with a 6-point victory. And last but not least, we had the Ravens come away victorious.
All right, Chris, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Kevin Dyson sticks out on this list as one of the more costly injuries. He'll be out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own mash unit. Andy McCollum might be the biggest loss on this list. It's reported that he's fractured his leg and that he'll be out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. Now the big story of the day. Michael Bennett will be on the sidelines for a while, and that is not good news for his club. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
So another week in the books here on ESPN, but what do you say we hand out a few game balls before we go? Here's my primetime players. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.